Good evening. You can all please rise as we sing the national anthem led by our senior members of the Chamber Singers. And now I'd like to welcome up the senior class president, Eliza Osborne.
Administration, Board of Education members, faculty, family, friends, and students. Welcome to our 2015 graduation ceremony. My name is Eliza Osborne, and I have had the honor of being the senior class president this year. As I look at my fellow graduates, I am proud of the class we have created. We are kind-hearted, planning and attending the Bandy for Mandy football game in benefit of our Mandy, and rocking out to the great music at the concert for Mr. Darren. We are successful. Sitting in these seats are athletes who have broken records and set standards, artists who have displayed their creations, graced the theater stage, and sang beautiful songs, scientists who have began forging their own paths of discovery. We are friends, dancing all night under the blinding strobe lights during the dinner cruise. The tight space and packed dance floor somehow seem to make the night so much more special. And now we have finally made it to the day that we have been waiting for. But who knew it would arrive so quickly? 4 short years ago, we all arrived on the first day of school without a freshman orientation, thanks to Hurricane Irene, thinking that this goal was too big to figure out. Now we have come to realize that we have become too big for this school. We need to move on to bigger places. During your time at High Point, I hope that you have discovered a passion that you will continue to explore. I hope that you have met an unforgettable person that has made an impact on your life. I hope that you are proud of the work you have accomplished. Do not forget to thank the people that have guided you through these challenging years. Your parents have supported and cheered for you. Your friends have stressed and laughed with you. Your teachers have pushed and inspired you. Although our time here has ended, we have so much more ahead of us. We have months and years to figure this whole thing out. I would like to end with a quote by Harvey Mackay. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you've lost it, you can never get it back. Now, on our graduation night, we only have our memories. Look forward to creating more. I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you, Liza. Fantastic job. We're now going to have a choral selection by our concert choir. What a beautiful job, Consuegra. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome up to the stage Francesca Gulano for our salutatorian address.
I wrote 3 alternative variations of this speech with my mind. They were elegant, eloquent, and fanciful. My revered friend professed in my yearbook, "Whenever I hear people talk about how structured and professional you are, I always tell them that they don't know the true you." Well, to my esteemed friend, they are incapable of knowing the true me, but I hope that this speech will clear a few things up, because in this variation, I am writing with my heart, a heart which, though misunderstood, is uncorrupted and uncaring of image cast. Recently, I have engaged in intriguing tete-a-tetes with another revered friend. The individual confides in the conclusion that I am concerned with my image and, as exclaimed by the individual, my pristine reputation. Well, to my esteemed friend, homie don't play that game and homie don't rap the jive of frauds. If I were concerned about my image, then I would be cruising in my Camaro right now while preserving my principles. But I hope that this speech will clear a few things up. I have forever known that life is unfair. However, knowing is boldly different than feeling. At times, feelings cannot be explained. They can only be felt. We all know that cancer is a heartache, but we all do not feel the emotional collapse spurred by its gnawing. We all know that I interned at Sloan Kettering, but we all do not feel the sacrifices that such entailed. Yet, I have forever known that life is unfair. But just this year, for the first time, I have felt that life is unfair. It is unfair when we enter the fool's world where fools govern and where we are dealt fool's gold. It is unfair when we subsist amongst individuals who shall indefinitely be inept to appreciate true greatness, for such lies outside of their spectrum of perception. Each night after going for a cruise in my Camaro, accompanied by blaring music, mind you, the bass is at its maximum because, well, I'm all about that bass, no treble, I peer into the night sky and revel in the stars. Unlike most, I realize that even though the stars appear smaller than the sun, in actuality, they are more lustrous and more voluminous than the sun. It is just that the stars happen to be farther away, and so mankind is incapable of appreciating their natural magnificence with the raw eye. Likewise with the non-believers. I know that the consequence of being stabbed in the heart is a heartache, but if you acquire the strength that I am now blessed with, I give you my word that your platinum heart will resist the serrated edges of the non-believers. It hurts, I know, but guess what? It happened. There is nothing that you can do about it. So, the way that I perceive it, being that it happened and there is nothing that you can do about it, you can choose from 2 moods in the moment. You can be happy, or you can be sad. We might not as well embroider the claim with grandiloquent language. You can be happy, or you can be sad. Feeling that it happened and there is nothing that I can do about it but select a mood, I always select happiness. I choose happiness because I know that I do not regret. And because I do not regret, I am happy, and so a heartache is simply illogical. I prefer not to be illogical, perhaps fanatical, but not illogical. Realize, sometimes we must sacrifice the petty things in life so as to revel in the constellations of our own desires. If you can differentiate between what is petty to you and what is important, then you are the luckiest soul alive because you know what makes your heart tick in spirit with self-passion. I love it. Look at me. This year, my friends have looked at me, and in their eyes, I can see them seeing the true me, not the structured and professional me. I can see them seeing the girl who lives behind the aura, This is confirmed by the tears streaming down their faces because, and I do not intend to boast of the unmatched jokes that I maintain an inventory of. Mother and father warn of the abnormality of laughing at my own jokes. I mean, I would laugh at other people's jokes, but mine are just that good. I do believe that the haze is clearing now, with the clouds parting to show my sky's true colors. Do you see me now? I sincerely do not wish to be here. I would much prefer to be cruising in my Camaro whilst preserving my principles. But I am choosing to be happy because this is happening and there is nothing that I can do about it without causing heartache for those who matter most to me. I am doing this for those who matter most to me. I am sacrificing my heartache so as to prevent their own. That is what you must do as well. You must be selfless and do for others while being yourselves, because then you will not regret and you will be happy. All that I have in this world is my word, and I give my word to you that you will be happy if you do as I have done. Happiness cannot be taken from you because it cannot be given to you. You must give it to yourselves as I have done. All that I do for others. I do for the cancer patients at Sloan Kettering. I happily sacrificed what I regard as petty so that I may contribute to their happiness. Because when they are happy, I am happy, and so I do not regret my sacrifices. I sacrifice my heartache so as to preclude their own. I do this willingly and with a smile upon my face. My friends recognize me as the happiest I have ever been because they know that this year I have done what radiates passion upon my face. Whenever I would speak to my friends about my adventures with human brain specimens or prostate, they would comment about the glow upon my visage. It was as though I were administered a dose of Botox to my face because I could not remove this crazed smile from my lips whenever I would speak of my escapades. I was in the morgue once, and a surgeon was discussing something that I did not care about in the moment because there were human brains in glass jars sitting atop a counter across the room. The smile was yay big, and I know my face is only this big, but even so, the smile was yay big. I do hope that the surgeon did not misconstrue my smile as a peculiar expression for discussion about snowstorm evacuations. Those brains were just so wow, and well, I never did yield the same smile when I earned perfect scores on calculus examinations. It is just not the same as making an individual discovery at 16 in the back of a half-furnished lab with tubes of enzymes that mother always did remember to put on ice first before transporting to school. Thank God in heaven, otherwise guess whose worms weren't going to be cured of cancer? You thought it. I am so happy because I do not regret. I sacrificed what was petty, and now my dreams have become a daily reality. I love it. Be a lion and care not about the opinion of the sheep. Their opinions are worth less than the debris that is the decomposition of plankton. In the second grade, my guidance counselor addressed the class with a query of each student's career aspiration. I punched my hand upward and exclaimed, "I want to be a professional surfer." Ruth, the rain cloud, decided to respond with, "You have to choose a career that will contribute to society." Now, I realize that I do not have to do anything except die, and even that is becoming questionable with contemporary scientific cognizance. Nevertheless, we contribute to society most when we are happy. Ruth, the rain cloud, could have poured on me all she wanted. I was going to be getting wet in the ocean anyway. Sheep. They are always following the shepherd, and just because their lives are not riveting does not mean that your lives cannot be. Look at me. Even though I was officially enrolled in high school this year, I still got to rock in NYC on Fridays. I learned how to haul a cab and verbally quarrel with another regarding the same cab. Worry not, that guy was defeated even before he got the chance to use vulgarity. My draw was quicker that day. Heavy foot, fast hand, what can I say? One more notion. On my repertoire of things I do not enjoy doing, confessing that my parents are right is in the top 14. I say 14 instead of 10 because that is what you were probably expecting me to say, And so my not saying 10 is furthering my point of one diverging from the walked path so as to commence one's own trail. But perhaps that was an unspoken understanding. Danger is in my nature. I aspire to perform the most daring and intrepid acts of man because I dig the rush. Mother and father do not appreciate this, but it is in my nature, and so I fault the stars and not myself. It has been a habit of mine to translate dreams into reality, particularly those high-speed car-chasing dreams of mine. However, one dream that I crave to live is that of an open-water dive with great white sharks. Father will not permit it, although I sturdily think that he should reassess his decision. Considering that I swear to do it later on anyway, I understand his decision and I appreciate it. I cannot be much of a surgeon without my right arm and an 18-inch bite mark radius in my left. I have toiled endlessly in my route to being a surgeon, and I understand that it would pain my father so to see a great white shark swimming differently away with my right arm, which is, by the way, the preferred one arm on the wheel. The left arm is only the arm that dangles out of my driver's side window. The right arm is the one that matters for steering on those entrancing curves of Meadows Road. Frustratingly, I know that they will remind me of this confession every day, but mother and father do know best, and so do the people who have nurtured the seed of your youth. You are a blossoming bud because those people watered you and cast sun upon your world. Cherish them. Honor them. Disappointment with my father's decision to not permit me outside of a shark cage is a minor heartache. A lost arm is indubitably a larger one. So we gather the pebbles of wisdom in our knapsack. We hoist our colors with the wind on our side. And we pulse through the world, not a whimper, but a bang.
Thank you, Francesca. We're now going to have the band selection by the High Point Regional High School Band. Thank you to the band, excellent job. We'll now have our valedictorian address by Guizhen Chen.
Good evening. It is with great honor that I stand here today at this graduation with a tremendous group of students and teachers that I've shared the past 4 years of my life with. Before me is a sea filled with athletes, engineers, artists, authors, and brilliant students ready to burst into the larger world. Now we're counting down the little amount of time we have left before the last second of our experience at High Point ticks by. Unlike the other days, we're not returning for another day of school. These are the final hours, the final moments, before our time as a high school student comes to an end. It seems only a short time ago we were entering the doors of High Point as freshmen, and now 4 years later, we're exiting through the same doors for the last time. Time, a measure of duration of events, something we take for granted and yet can never get enough of. We're simply helpless travelers floating down the river that is time. How often do we wish to fight against the current, to go back or slow down, but find ourselves powerless as each second ticks by, indifferent to our desires? Whether it was during those torturous moments in which time laughed amidst our miseries, or those moments when hours shrunk into minutes when we were having the time of our lives, time inevitably passes by. We wish to have an eternity, an infinity, but instead we face the reality of the hours, minutes, and seconds that are left to us. We remember the classes, both the good and the bad. We remember the trips we took, the friends we made, and the clubs we joined. Time is something once past we can never retrieve. All that's left to us are the regrets and the memories. Now we're near the exit, wondering where the time went. And out of all the mistakes we make as humans, one of the greatest is not valuing this ephemeral time that we have. Shakespeare once said, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. We've had our entrance, now it's time for our exit." Today's the time to close the curtains and exit the stage that we shared the last 4 years. As we exit and travel in our own directions onto a new stage, whatever it might be, remember to embrace each second of the fleeting time we have. We only have a set amount of time, so enjoy the moment of spotlight and create your own character. Develop your own passions and hold on to each passing minute. Ellen DeGeneres said, "Follow your passion, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then by all means you should follow that." Unless we can all time travel, time is not the infinity we hope for. While the future holds countless opportunities for each and every one of us, we have only a set amount of time to achieve them. Every opportunity missed not only becomes a memory, but also a regret. So don't count the days, make each day count. The only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. So like the previous quotation, pilot your own life, not someone else's, but never be afraid to ask for help if you're lost. My fellow graduates, we're now at the end of our path together as the current road splits off into the paths we plan to embark on separately. It is the end of our time here in high school. We've made it. But always remember those individuals, teachers, parents, friends, and coaches who have helped you get you to where you are today. I've seen you accomplish so much in the past 4 years, and I know you will continue to achieve in the future. We may not have an infinity, but it's not how much time you have, it's how you use it. While our days may be numbered, right now, we are infinite. Thank you, and congratulations to the High Point Regional High School class of
Great job, Guizhen, thank you. Fantastic job. Next, we're going to have a musical selection by our senior members of the concert choir. What a beautiful job. Thank you, Mr. Carter, for leading that. Quite a group of seniors up there singing. Good evening. Welcome to the class of 2015 graduation. Special thank you to the members of our Board of Education, Dr. Ripley, fellow administrators, faculty members, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2015 and your family and friends. This beautiful ceremony would not be possible without my administrative assistant, Ms. Janet Brummel, the custodial and maintenance crews, and the audio and visual support of Mr. Perry and Mr. Fenlon. It truly is a team effort. A round of applause for them, please. Congratulations to our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and all our family members. Today marks the culmination of 12 years of tears, joys, and frustrations, where you wish it would come sooner, and those when you wish you could stop time. Your students have shined, and we will miss you. Congratulations to our retiring staff. Please stand and be recognized. Ms. Walsh, Senora Vasquez, Mr. Greco, and Mr. Emery. We wish you the best of luck in your next chapter, whatever that may be. Congratulations to our staff for another successful graduating class. I've had the opportunity to have many conversations and discussions with these students, and I hear many of the same things. They are grateful for the opportunities that High Point has provided, and they are thankful for the caring, compassionate, and dedicated staff. Thank you. Are you done now? Okay, class of 2015. Let me change a couple of things I said. No, just kidding. As I walked around the campus for the 8th grade picnic last week, playing football, kickball, I think I pulled a hamstring, and jamming with the DJ, I could not help but think of when you came in as 8th graders. It gave me a chance to reminisce about your year. You grew as a class on the senior dinner cruise and danced the night away. You made a difference with thousands of dollars raised in the pink games. You had your voices heard at Carnegie Hall, even though you left Mr. Town behind to get stuck in the protest. That was not a pretty sight. We welcomed an astronaut to High Point. You made your mark in numerous state tournaments and for athletics and activities, and still are not done with TSA. Texas, here we come. You have been leading research on cancer and creating 3D prosthetic hands. You did amazing things at Teen Arts and held our first ever art invitational. You left your mark all over the school with beautiful additions to our gallery school. You hung conference banners in girls basketball and boys tennis and broke school records along the way. You danced again at the senior formal, and you danced a lot. You earned over $93,000 in scholarship money at the scholarship dinner. You ziplined, climbed walls, and tried to give Mr. Talmy a heart attack on the basketball court in the Poconos. I think I pulled my other hamstring. What an unbelievable year. And that's only a small sample. But like a proud father, I wonder, did I prepare you for the world you will face? I know I have grown as an educational leader because of my experiences and interaction with you, but I have helped you grow as young adults. Have you seen character, integrity, and courage demonstrated in the hallways, and believe that these are the foundations to your success? You will have the opportunity to test these 3 foundational blocks throughout your life. You see, once upon a time, I sat in these very same seats as you are. Probably wanting the same thing as you are. When are they going to be done talking so I get my diploma? I had it all figured out. I was heading to Monmouth University to become a criminal justice major and become a New Jersey State Trooper. And as I graduated college and got accepted into the New Jersey State Police Academy, I was on my way. But I was involved in a bad car accident, and my injuries would not allow me to complete the State Police Academy. And just like that, my dreams and aspirations came crashing down. Right now you're thinking, that sounds like a really sad story. What does it do for me? If I want you to remember one thing in the speech, remember this. I realize that often our greatest strengths are defined when we are at our weakest. You see, I thought character, integrity, and courage were just good traits to have. I never realized their necessity. Well, nearly 15 years later, I am blessed and honored to stand with you on graduation day and tell you, class of 2015, you have demonstrated character, integrity, and courage in our hallways every day. Wherever your paths lead from these seats, remember, character is defined when your back is to the wall and when life is most challenging. Define who you are. Do the right thing because it is right, even though others may not be. Have the courage to make the right decisions in life. The hardest ones are usually the most rewarding. You will continue to make us proud. May God bless you. Now I introduce our superintendent, Dr. Scott Ripley.
Wheels are coming off here. I'm going to start or what? You know, here we are gathered this evening, and it is an honor and a privilege to stand before my community members as one family and one community to say that we have come together and to enjoy a moment of dignity at a commencement for a time such as this, that I'm hopeful that we're able to appreciate the dignity of the evening. So I appreciate the ability to come before you tonight. A commencement speech is supposed to offer the graduates some thoughts on how you might live a good life as we send you out into the so-called real world, which, by the way, I assure you is no more or less real than the one in which you have so far found yourselves. I will, however, leave you with a few observations about life. Character is more important than intellect and ability. Perseverance will always overcome failure. Mercy is greater than justice. Kindness and respect and dignity and honor matter. And you are loved, you are precious, you are beautiful, and you are mighty, no matter that anyone has ever told you differently in your life. Rudyard Kipling wrote the following as he attempted to articulate life's journey to his son. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk and talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute, worth of 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you will be a man, my son. Congratulations.
We ask that you hold your applause so all the families can hear the names of their graduates. You ready, 2015? Go ahead. Francesca Mildred Quilano. Eliza Erin Osborne. Tiffany Agrello. Emily Ashley Albinson. Kayla Marie Albrecht. Jamie Marie Arsikevich. Catherine Rose Arnold. Molly Suzanne Arnold. Amy Grace Aroni. Elizabeth Ann Aroni. Ashley Morgan Autor. Heather Adrian Bush. Caitlin Cartagena. Joelle Irene Catania. Shelby Joan Catania. Nicole Marie Charico. Marissa Ann Cianchito. Tierney Kristen Clark. Amanda Lee Clausen. Melissa Alexis Decker. Kayla Michelle DeFrank. Olivia Bell DeWitt. Mandy Dora DeCarlo. Nancy Nicole DePalma. Michelle Doran.
Gui Zhen Chen. Dane Lewis Dvorak. Christian Daniel Atanasio. Hunter Francis Atanasio. Stephen Matthew Augustine. Trevor Keith Bauer. Christopher Lee Bird. Christopher Medina Blundo. Austin Jesse Bogard. Jake Tyler Boris. Jesse Samuel Braun. Daniel G. Basales. Robert Scott Berghardt. Jake John Butterly. John Vincent Campanile. Eric Paul Checker. Tristan Wade Sissio. Joseph Charles William Cifelli. Bradley John Cerrito. Robert Coquet. Jonathan Ryan Cordero. Ryan Austin Cullen. Tyler James Deaver. Michael Anthony Darren. Kyle Joseph Dolan.
Kennedy Morgan Drake. Heather Ann DuPont. Sarah Ann Dornikowski. Kristen Marie English. Sonia Kathleen Udemarks. Sarah May Fairweather. Carly Morgan Faltraco. Nicole Ferrara. Lydia Chanel Fontaine. Christine Elizabeth Fox. Brianna Lynn Franco. Emily Lindsay Cutler Gear. Kaylee Adair Gorman. Cheyenne Bray Gratali. Brittany Ann Grau. Megan Ann Griffon. Olivia Violet Gutierrez. Ashley Ray Hamming. Cassandra Ann Hardy. Claudia Nicole Harthouse. Alexandra Ann Marie Harvey. Samantha Marie Havens. Nicole Lynn Hellowa. Alexandra Ray Helmer. Elizabeth Henyon.
Carl Robert Duma Jr. Kyle Alexander Dyer. Douglas George Edsel. Andrew John Elzinga. Matthew Robert Epperly. Michael Andrew Fetish Jr. Edward Thomas Fiorentine. Andrew Frederick French. Jason Walter Gassion. Dominic Anthony Gallo. Chandler Pierce Gabauer. Robert Joseph Genitelli. Benjamin Garrison Giangerusso. Stephen Edward Glasser. Carlo Francis Gulata. Leo Anthony Haynes. Ryan Michael Halloran. Keith Michael Hallowich Jr. Alexander Michael Havens. William Joseph Hemmer. David Wayne Higgins. Connor Michael Hockety. Austin Robert Holt. Adam K. Horn. Alec Gordon Hughes.
Sarah Anna Hallowak. Madison Lee Hooker. Elizabeth Louise Howe. Rebecca Lynn Howell. Laura Kimberly Jacobs. Catherine Rose Jolly. Ariana Bree Kanunaidu. Olivia Ashlyn Kelleher. Dominique Alexis Kerr. Christina Lee Kisak. Jamie Elizabeth Kocher. Valerie Jean Krupp. Nicole Brianna Lang. Skylar Alcha Langenbach. Alexis Victoria Layton. Ashley Nicole Layton. Darian Amber Link. Sarah Jessica Little. Taylor Marie Malave. Emily Susan Malone. Cheyenne Elizabeth Mazza. Savannah Jade Melgar. Taylor Nicole Merwin. Danielle Marie Malazzo. Nicole Ray Mingle.
Nicholas Ross Giuliano.
All right, Nick!
Philip Henry Kaltz. Trevor James Caprell. Riley McKee Keenan. Lewis Arthur Kent. Jason David Claus. Sal Celestine Leva. Ian Anders Kolakowski. Gage Alden Crisanda. Spencer Cole Kroniak. Lucas Needham Kernicki. Brian Robert Lang. Sean William Lang. Matthew Adam Larice. Andrew Scott Loria. Matthew Ryan Lawson. Brian Luisi. Philip Lombardo Jr. Christopher John Luce.
Nice job, Chris!
Jeremy Patrick Lucy. Jason Lugo. Jeffrey David Lukowski. Matthew John Magora. Thomas John Mellerick.
TJ!
Quinn Gil Matos.
Eileen Michelle Mitchell. Taylor Grace Muller. Cassandra Paige O'Hearn. Sarah Jean Oberg. Rachel Margaret Orr. Mariah Lynn Olette. Alexis Ann Permunian. April Renee Peterson. Morgan Paige File. Lisa Marie Platts. Danielle Christina Price. Nicoletta Francesca Guidadomo. Abigail Caitlin Reza.
Shoo!
Delaney Marie Ritter. Rachel Marie Rome. Lexa Ray Sabo. Danielle Marie Shaka. Casey Marie Seeley. Miranda Susan Short. Autumn McRae Smith. Jordan Leanne Smith. Alexa Bell Smolin. Allison Mary Staple. Jacqueline Jasmine Steele. Courtney Marie Stiers.
Daichi Joseph McAuliffe Uchida. Joseph Thomas McCarthy. Riley James McGregor. Ralph Angelo Miola. Samuel Joseph Denny Colum Morrison. Christopher Justin Morville. Christian David Murmur. Carl Anthony Nelson. Jason Simon Neumeier. Kyle Daniel Nolan. Al Shanique Norman. Ryan Curtis Olinger. Corey Michael Orlovsky. Paulo Giovanni Panunzio. Richard Nicholas Pauls. Louis Anthony Perez. Matthew Andrew Peters. Daniel Evan Pettinger. Mason Paul File. Connor James Phillips. Joel Michael Reed. Michael David Rapash. Trevor John Risden. Ryan Philip Roach. Samuel Elliott Romano. Chris.
Destiny Marie Strick. Lindsay May Sutton. Brooke Farrell Sutton. Teresa Ann Torriello. Nicole Ann Trumbull. Rebecca Rose Turo. Melissa Ann Van Wingerden. Sabrina Ann Veely. Abigail Whitney Way. Kelsey Marie Westerkamp. Riley Elizabeth Whalen. Sarah Diane Williams. Carmela Winter. Melinda Diana Wolf. Brittany Megan Yaros. Khadijah Lisbeth Yassin. Eliza Soshita Serbian.
Dominic Anthony Ruggiero. Tyler Matthew Saxawa. James Anthony Scaniello. Tyler Robert Shulak. Edward Duke Sives. James Lawrence Smith. Daniel Andrew Soltis. Christopher Ryan Souter. Connor Quinton Squire. Henry Frank Starman. Juan Francisco Steele. Alexander J. Stockholm. Frank Robert Cease. Ryan Michael Sunda. William Christian Tooney. Christopher Charles Toledo. Jordan Nicholas Trudgeon. Herbert Wesley Umstead. James Thomas Van Hooker. Miguel Felix Velez. Zachary Curtis Watts. John Henry Joseph Williams. Philip Clayton Williams. Dustin Schuyler Wright. Ryan Thomas Zavolinsky.
Okay, this is the official part. Listen up. By virtue of the power invested in me by the Board of Education as principal of High Point Regional High School, I certify that the graduates here today have successfully completed their graduation requirements as stipulated by High Point Regional High School and New Jersey State Board of Education. You may flip your tassels. Make sure you
lot of girls.